that down, let's get into this, shall we? The big awards for the best in television are happening this weekend. Now, of course, the Emmys are split up into 2 different weekends. They did a lot of the smaller categories last weekend, and now the big main ones are being handed out this weekend. I mean, Emmy's an Emmy. I'm not trying to say people who won the other ones aren't important. I'm just saying they did break them up, and some of the bigger, more high-profile awards are being handed out this weekend. So who's going to win? Now, again, Shogun has already broken the all-time Emmy Award wins for a show in a single season with 14 after just the first weekend. It could win more awards this weekend to even increase its record. But I thought it'd be fun for us to go through these major categories and look at who, say, USA Today is predicting will win and who we think will win. So let's not waste the time. Let's get into it here. We're going to start off with the big one. The big award of the night, Best Drama Series. The nominees are The Crown, Amazon Prime's Fallout, which I was very happy to see that get a nomination. Mm-hmm. The Gilded Age, The Morning Show, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I love Donald Glover. This show did not deserve to be nominated for Best Drama. Anyway, Shogun and Slow Horses. Now, USA Today, and also Three Body Problem, which I really enjoyed. That was so good. I'm really happy Three Body Problem got nominated. They say both should win and will win is Shogun. No brainer.
Yeah.
Shogun is absolutely 100%. It's a lock going to win this award and so deserving. I mean, I remember when I finished the final episode of Shogun, I said, yeah, this just etch the name on the Emmy now. This is the best show on television right now. And it's going to win. So I agree with USA Today here. It should win. It will win. Again, super happy that Fallout got nominated. Super happy that Three Body Problem got nominated. I'm always happy that The Morning Show, because that's an underappreciated show. That's a hidden gem kind of show. It's way better than I thought it would be. Happy it got nominated. Happy for all the nominees except for Mr. and Mrs. Smith. But yeah, this is Shogun's year. Chris, any thoughts on that?
1,000% it's Shogun. I'm really thrilled that Fallout's in there and Three Body Problem, because I loved Three Body Problem. I thought that was going to be so hard to adapt, and they nailed it. But it's
I couldn't believe the job they did, because like so many people, like even like Rob was saying, I don't know how you take Three Body Problem and make it something that just an average audience can flow along with it.
Yep.
They adapted, by the way, made by the same guys who did Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. They adapted it in such a way that everybody watched the show and was totally able to go along with it. They did a great job with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're all in agreement here. Mm-hmm. This is Shogun's year. All right. Move on to Best Comedy Series.
Shogun.
When he boiled the guy?
Honestly, if The Bear is the best comedy.
I know. We'll get into that again in a second. The nominees are Abbott Elementary, The Bear, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Hacks, Only Murders in the Building, Palm Royale, which I didn't watch Palm Royale.
I couldn't get into it. I had to drop out.
Really? I just never even got around to starting it, to be honest. Anyway, Reservation Dogs, and my personal favorite, What We Do in the Shadows. Mm-hmm. Should win, says USA Today, Reservation Dogs.
Yep.
Will win, and they're right about this, The Bear. Now, let's just get this out of the way. I know the last couple of years we always have to do this, but we have to do it. The Bear is not a comedy. Like how you watch Curb Your Enthusiasm and The Bear and say, oh yeah, these are samesies. These are the yuck shows. There are laughs in The Bear. Mm-hmm. There are. It is not a comedy.
No.
And I have no idea why that it keeps getting. I mean, it's an amazing show. And for me, I have no qualms with it winning if it is in this category. I'm just saying it shouldn't be in the category.
Yeah.
My should win pick, though, is What We Do in the Shadows. I particularly thought this last season was like a really good return to form for them.
Sure.
But I have no problems with The Bear, and The Bear is going to win. How do you see it?
Yeah, The Bear's going to win. I agree with them, though, that it should be Reservation Dogs. Reservation Dogs was great. I have a really fun podcast episode about this, actually, on Two Filthy Casuals. I love this show. And I think they should win. They had such a strong closing to that series, but it's going to go to The Bear. And real quick, too, because there's always someone who thinks they just like have a great gotcha moment, who's like, oh, they mean drama and category in the same way that Shakespeare treated comedy and drama. No.
Dude, I have seen that
not
too.
What that is.
Yeah, that's
not what that is.
Such a nonsensical
Don't pretend
argument.
like you have greater media literacy than other
coming
people.
up with that.
That's just a nonsense excuse. The Bear is a dramedy. that leans heavier on the drama, but
Yeah.
it's excellently done. So it definitely, I think, is going to win.
A guy takes over a restaurant when his drug-addicted brother commits suicide.
Zing.
Like,
Laughs galore.
anyway, again,
The mom-
it's a fabulous show, though. It's
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
amazing.
The mom
Anyway.
loves driving her car into houses.
That's just an Italian Christmas, though.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Move on to the other type of show they've got listed, the best limited or anthology series. The nominees are Baby Reindeer, Fargo, Lessons in Chemistry, Ripley, and True Detective Night Country. The USA Today is saying who should win is True Detective Night Country. I actually agree. And the will win is Baby Reindeer.
Baby Reindeer.
Again, what I actually agree. I mean, Baby
Yeah.
Reindeer has all the buzz, all the momentum. It totally captured the pop cultural consciousness when it was out. I actually, now look, True Detective Night Country isn't better than the first season of True Detective with Matthew McConaughey. It's not, but I think it's the best True Detective they've done since. And I thought it was really quite good. I would have voted for that, but I think Baby Reindeer will win. Who should win? Who will win?
I'm Baby Reindeer on both counts.
On both counts.
It's such a well executed series. God, it was haunting. It stays with you. It makes you mad as you watch it. This is a great category. Everything in here is tremendous. I really enjoyed Lessons in Chemistry as well. It's such a great series that I think didn't get enough eyes on it, honestly, because whenever I talk about it to people, they're like, huh? What?
Yeah,
Brie Larson
so
has a
many
show?
people haven't watched it.
It's really great. And again, another wonderful adaptation of a novel that really, really elevated the material.
We want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, BetterHelp. Hey guys, it's John here. You know, as kids, we're always learning new things, whether it's how to ride a bike, play an instrument, or even ace that math test. But as adults, it seems like we lose a bit of that natural curiosity. When was the last time you learned something new just for the fun of it? Like new skills, a new language, or maybe just how to finally beat your best friend at that game. You know, therapy can be a fantastic way to reconnect with that sense of wonder. It's like going back to school, but this time it's for you. It's about learning new coping skills, setting boundaries, and empowering yourself to become the best version of you. And the best part, it's not just for those who have experienced major trauma. It's for anyone looking to grow and learn more about themselves. If you've ever thought about starting therapy, why not give BetterHelp a try? It's completely online, making it super convenient and flexible to fit into your schedule. All you have to do is fill out a quick questionnaire and you'll be matched with a licensed therapist who fits your needs. Plus, if things aren't clicking, you can always switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. So rediscover your curiosity with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/Campea today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Campea. Take the first step to being your best self. All right, now we get into some of the performances. Nominated for Best Lead Actress in a Drama Series: Jennifer Aniston for The Morning Show, Carrie Coon for The Gilded Age, Maya Erskine in Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Anna Sawai in Shogun, Imelda Staunton in The Crown, and Reese Witherspoon in The Morning Show. USA Today says both should and will win. Sawai, no doubt.
Correct.
I mean, listen, I would not count out ever Jennifer Aniston in The Morning Show. Never count her out. But I mean, I other than Best Drama Series win, I think this is the next automatic lock. I mean, every moment she was on screen, she captivated and owned the screen. In the same way that she captivated the other characters in the show, she captivated the audience. I loved her in that Godzilla show, Monarch.
Monarch, yeah.
I loved her in Monarch, but I mean, this is a different kind of show, and she so elevated it. This is hers. Should and will. What do you see?
Oh, it absolutely is hers. It's absolutely hers. Please, 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 too, if you have not already, go and watch her Actors on Actors interviews.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
So phenomenal, just because she talks so much about her experience of the types of roles she's even offered to audition for, and how this was such a game changer for her. And it's so good. She is excellent in this series. She's excellent in everything I've seen her in. I adore her.
She was a K-pop star before she got in the
I love her so much. And I will say, you know, Jennifer Aniston is a force, but this latest season of the morning show was all over the place. And that's tricky when you try to bring in real world events and then, you know, fictionalize them and have them fit with your characters and everything too. It makes sense for a news show, but still, there were some reaches this season that I just don't feel like it's theirs. I don't feel like
You
she's
know
the
who
law.
did that well? Remember the Jeff, he was in Dumb and Dumber with Jim Carrey. Jeff
Daniels.
Daniels. Oh,
The
Newsroom.
Newsroom.
Was
did a
phenomenal.
really good job of taking really world events into their fictional world. That did, but you're right. It's a very, very tricky thing to do. Anyway, we all agree Anna Sawai should win,
it's hers.
will win this. It'll be another big win for Shogun. All right. Next in the performance category, lead actor drama series. Idris Elba in Hijack. Donald Glover in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Walton Goggins in Fallout. Gary Oldman in Slow Horses. Hiroyuki Sanada in Shogun. And Dominic West, I love Dominic West, in The Crown. USA Today both say should win, will win, Sanada. You want to talk about power and screen presence? Hiroyuki Sanada, I don't care whether he's playing Scorpion or if he's playing Silver Samurai or if he's playing, you know, Lord Toranaga. When he's on screen, he has one of the most commanding presences, particularly playing Toranaga in Shogun, that I have ever seen. And when he starts barking orders, it's like, oh, like it sends shivers through your spine. This is so automatically him, almost as automatic, I think, as Anna Sawai. So yeah, I agree with USC today. This is a should win, will win. It's definitely going to be Sanada. How do you see this?
Yeah, absolutely. It's Shogun's year. It's Shogun's year. If they are nominated for something, I'm just assuming it's going to them, unless it's comedy and it's then the Bear.
All right. Speaking of comedy, now we get into lead actress in a comedy series. Quinta Brunson in Abbott Elementary. Ayo, I always mispronounce her last name, Edibiri in The Bear. Selena Gomez in Only Murders in the Building. Maya Rudolph in Loot, another show that I have not watched. I have not watched Loot, to be honest.
Loot's so fun.
Even though I really like Maya Rudolph. Jean Smart in Hacks. Kristen Wiig in Palm Royale. They say the should win, will win. Both smart for Hacks. She's really kind of dominated this lately. Now, me personally, I think she's won it already, but Quinta Brunson in Abbott Elementary has taken that Parks and Rec, The Office formula and really just hits that out of the park. Like I would say to the degree that, you know, Michael Scott did, you know, in The Office. So I would personally lean there, but I think they're right. I think Jean Smart's going to win it. What's your should win, will win for this category?
I'm actually the same as you because I love Quinta. I think she's so great. I think Abbott Elementary is such a wonderful series. It kind of fills for me the Ted Lasso thing in my heart that I've been missing of just good people who I'm rooting for.
Good people doing good things.
Doing good things, yeah. And it's just nice, wonderful, simple stories of you want these teachers to have the best lives possible because they're trying so hard to make these kids have the best lives possible. That being said, Jean Smart is out of bounds on Hacks. That show is so good. That is one that Logan keeps auditioning for too, and we just keep being like, please, let him get in the room with Jean Smart. She's so phenomenal. I've loved her ever since watching Designing Women with my mom as a kid, and this would be so well deserved.
You know what I loved, like, unless I'm wrong about this, but you know what I really loved her in recently? Mayor of Easttown.
As the mom,
Yes,
she
the
was
mom.
so good.
She was so good in that. Like it's and
She's
she was
wonderful.
also like she was also in Legion. Remember she was in Legion as well? Like she can do it all.
She's
just one of
incredible.
these actresses who can do it all.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, lead actor in a comedy series. Matt Berry for What We Do in the Shadows. He's so good in that. Jackie Daytona, Human Bartender. Larry David in Curb Your Enthusiasm. Steve Martin in Only Murders in the Building. Martin Short for Only Murders in the Building. Jeremy Allen White for The Bear. DeFaro Woon Atai for Reservation Dogs. They say should win Barry. I love Barry. I would almost, I would say Steve Martin this time around, but they're saying will win. Jeremy Allen White, again, have to give the caveat, this is not a comedy. He gives a brilliant, dramatic performance, but he's going to win this. Anyway, Chris.
I mean, those panic attacks are hilarious.
Yeah, they're so funny.
Particularly this season is a real raw nerve.
Yeah, remember when he got
for
locked
him.
in the freezer?
Yeah.
Laugh a minute.
It's an intense season for him. Barry is so great. DeFaro is so wonderful as Bear. He is lovely. That's the Bear, honestly, who I think should win here. His character on Reservation Dogs was so wonderful. And yet Steve Martin and Martin Short are always killing it too. I would love to see Matt Berry take it, and I know he won't, and that really bums me out.
He's so good in that show. I mean, I think this upcoming season is the final season, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it breaks my heart.
Well, and I just, if you were an actor who can take dialogue and change it so much, in the same way that Catherine O'Hara did this with Schitt's Creek, right? The
Yes.
Bay, all of the way New York City, the way he can elongate words and make them so much funnier than what's on the page, like that's the kind of guy who I went winning in a comedy category.
That whole cast of What We Do in the Shadows
They're
is so
incredible.
phenomenal. But yes, I have no problems with White winning. None at all. Again, my qualm just, you got him in the wrong category.
Yeah.
But that's just me. All right. Those are all the major ones. By the way, interesting footnote here. I believe Robert Downey Jr. is also up for Best Actor in a Limited Series or Anthology for, I'm freezing the name.
Yeah, I can't remember that one where he plays
he
the
plays so
different
many different
roles.
parts.
Yes, where he plays all the different roles. Now, here's why that's interesting. If Robert Downey Jr. wins that, he will be
Sympathizer.
the sympathizer. Thank you. If he wins that, Robert Downey Jr. will become the first actor in history to win an Oscar, a daytime Emmy, because which he won for his Cars show that he does. He will be the first actor in history to win an Oscar, a daytime Emmy, and a primetime Emmy in the same year.
Wow.
No other actor has ever done that before in history. So Robert Downey Jr. could be making a little bit of history this year. So that's one of the other things to keep an eye on. But it clearly looks like it's going to be Shogun's year. They're going to be adding minimum 3, 4, 5 more awards to their already record-breaking 14. It's going to be nuts. Let's say this thing ends up with 19 Emmys. The previous record was 13. 13! That's how much it shattered the record by. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about all this? What are the big categories you're looking for at the Emmys this year? You got a particular show you're really cheering for? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.